Epidemiological data show that people who engage with religion, not just say, I believe in God, but actually engage with faith, over a 15 to 20 year period, it cuts all-cause mortality by 30%, cuts death due to cancer and cardiovascular disease by 25%, reduces anxiety and depression, increases people's sense of meaning and feeling that their life is flourishing.
I actually think we should stop having feedback conversations and start having advice conversations. When you ask people for feedback, they tell you what you did wrong or right yesterday. And neither of those groups is helping you grow. They might actually demotivate you if they're critics. And if they're cheerleaders, they might make you complacent. The research shows that when you ask people for advice rather than feedback, they give you more constructive tips. Instead of looking backward, they look forward and they say, well, here's a specific thing that I think you could adjust.
You ask yourself, what bothers me about me? Okay, now you have a domain. You think, well, man, some of those things, I don't know how to fix them. Fine. Don't fix them. Fix some of the things you could fix. We talked about that. Or make your goddamn bed in the morning. Like, you could do that. Like, you see people, their lives are so chaotic. Like, their living environment, every single bit of it is a catastrophic mess. Sometimes multiple generations deep. It's just chaos everywhere. It's like, where do you start dealing with chaos? Wherever you can. Put something in order by your own standards of order. And then see what happens, because what'll happen is now you got a little corner of order, and now you're a little more well situated, and then you'll be able to see what's the next step. And you might think, well, it looks hopeless because there's just chaos everywhere. It's like, it's okay because the process is exponential. So even if you start nowhere, if you keep doubling, you're going to get somewhere and faster than you think.
4 years of therapy in 1 minute. You are what you think. Garbage in, garbage out. Emotions aren't problems, they are signals. Fear means something's important to you. Anger means your boundaries were crossed. Anxiety means you live in the future. You need to come back to the present. Habits shape your life, not motivation. Change your habits, change everything. Your past is a book. Read it, don't live in it. Triggered by others, that's a reflection. What you judge is what you haven't healed or haven't accepted. Control is a myth. The only power you have is your decisions. At the end of the day, you are the architect and your life is your design.
Love makes me strong. Hate makes me unstoppable. I am motivated by hate, by people talking shit, by people not believing in me. If somebody supports you, that's great. I don't want to say I don't give a fuck, but hate is what pushes me. Hate and people discounting what I've done or my effort or my goals, that's what drives me. Love is great. Support, I appreciate support. What makes somebody an outlier in my mind is this passion for this thing. What's this thing they do? You had this passion to learn more about human behavior and the brain and the body and sexual attractiveness and different things like that. Passion drove that. So I think passion is what sets people apart. Love and hate, that can go either way.
This is the great insight of St. Thomas Aquinas. He was the world's greatest social scientist. He said, what people think they want is money, power, pleasure, and fame. What they really want is the divine. And money, power, and pleasure, and honor, they have these kind of supernatural characteristics to them, but they'll make you walk 180 degrees away from what you truly want. He believed that it was human nature that you want the divine. And furthermore, that evidence that the divine exists is your hunger for the divine. Evidence that food exists is that you're hungry and you want it. Your hunger for something is evidence of the object of your hunger, is the whole idea, right?
That's a soul craving.
Yeah, your soul craves the divine, which is evidence to you of the existence of the divine, but you can't find the divine. You can't see the divine. You can only walk toward the divine and experience aspects of the divine. That's the whole point of life.
Just imagine that you had died yesterday, right, and lost everything. That yesterday was your last day. Whatever's left on your to-do list was never going to be realized. The last thing you said to your friends and family was the last thing you're ever going to say. Right, but now imagine you get a second chance. You're reborn into this moment. Right now, you get this extra slice of life to live from this moment forward. How grateful would you be to be able to just engage the challenges that are confronting you today? Most of us would be extraordinarily grateful for that, to get that opportunity to reboot and live out whatever this next chapter is, difficulties and all.
I don't actually know if Christian Bale did say this, but the quote is, if you have a problem with me, text me, and if you don't have my number, you don't know me well enough to have a problem with me. That is so good.
Exercise is the single biggest elixir for brain health.
We studied this question extensively about 8 years ago, and I initially just refused to believe this was the answer because it seemed too simplistic. I thought there had to be something more powerful. But as important as sleep, nutrition are, exercise kind of takes the cake. And I suspect it's because it impacts so many systems. So exercise is going to impact glucose disposal, insulin sensitivity, inflammation. It produces growth factors for neurons, BDNF. If you could do 3 hours a week, that's great. If you can do 7 hours a week, it's even better.
I'll do it or die. See, that's powerful. That could be the day that turns your life around. The world has a strange way of stepping aside when somebody says, I'll do it or die. Benjamin Disraeli once said, nothing can resist a human will that will stake even its existence on the extent of its purpose. The man says, I will climb the mountain. They've told me it's too high, it's too far, it's too rocky, it's too difficult, it's never been done before, but it's my mountain, I will climb it. Pretty soon you'll see me waving from the top, or dead on the side, because I ain't coming back.
Feeling stuck is a signal that you've stopped growing. That's it. And when most people feel stuck, since they don't understand that it's tied to a fundamental need for growth, we believe it's an existential crisis and we blow up our lives. For most human beings, what actually will get you feeling like you're not stuck is having something in the future that you're looking forward to. Or taking a class where you're learning something, or changing a routine so that you try a new class at the gym. Learning anything gets you back in touch with a fundamental need. It makes you start to feel like things are moving, and from that place of feeling a little bit more empowered, you'll be able to make better decisions about what big things need to change in your life.
The difference between depression and sadness. Sadness is just from happenstance, whatever happened or didn't happen for you, grief or whatever it is. And depression is your body saying, fuck you, I don't want to be this character anymore. I don't want to hold up this avatar that you've created in the world. It's too much for me. You should think of the word as depressed as deep rest. Deep rest. Your body needs to be depressed. It needs deep rest from the character that you've been trying to play.